Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this INIU Qi wireless charger. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful, I'll put a link to this in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So the model of this is WI-210. It's a 15 watt wireless charger. It has temp guard protection. It has 4 modes, 5 watt, 7.5 watt, 10 watt and 15 watt. It says revolutionary 15 watt fast charging, temperature control protection, and smart auto adaptive LED indicator. That sounds like a very cool feature. It says auto adapt the light based on the ambient conditions to allow for a sleep friendly charge. So if you're like me and you get bothered by blinking lights all around, I think that's a nice feature. So here's the specs. We have the model number again. Input protocol is QC PD 3.0 and AFC. USB-C input is 5 volts, 9 volts, or 12 volts. Output is 5 watts, 7.5 watts, 10 watts, and 15 watts. Charging distance is 8 millimeters max. It comes with the charging pad, cable, and the welcome guide. So here we have the welcome guide. It shows the different parts here. We have the charging port, charging pad, indicator light, and light sensor. So we have the indicator light and that sensor is right next to it. We already went over the specs. So here are the instructions. It says connect the wireless charger with an adapter. When the charger is correctly connected, the indicator will turn green and will turn off after 20 seconds if it's not charging a device. Place a compatible device in the center of the charging pad. Adjust the device to the right center spot and make sure it is charging. The indicator will turn green during charging and turn off when the device is fully charged. The charger will auto adjust the indicator light to bright or dim based on the ambient conditions. It says note the indicator keeps blinking green means the foreign object interference. Please check if there's any foreign objects between your device and the charging pad, including metal plate of a car mount, credit cards, keys, coins, or NFC cards. This next page talks about charging speed. It says to activate the 7.5 watt, 10 watt, 15 watt fast charging, a PD, QC, AFC charger adapter is required. Apple 5 volt 1 amp USB-A adapter is insufficient for fast charging. It says wireless chargers make charging more convenient than wired ones, but confined by current wireless technology, their charging speed is slower than that of wired chargers. So what they're talking about here is there's a trade-off. So a wire is going to charge faster, but the idea with a wireless charger is that it's easier to do. So maybe you sit down at your desk and you don't want to plug your phone in each time because it's inconvenient. If you have a wireless charging pad on it, you can just set it on that pad and then it always stays charged. So while wired charging might be faster, that's not always the best case because if it's not convenient, you may not use it all the time, whereas a charging pad, you can always set your phone on it. It says make sure the device is placed on the center of the charger, otherwise it will fail to charge or charge slowly. So here's the charger, and we have a cable. Here's a warranty card. So it has a nice solid feel to it. This is a non-slip rubber coating here. We have rubber pads in the bottom, so that feels nice and tight there. It's not sliding easily. Then here's a cable. Without measuring this, it seems to be around 3 feet or so. So that plugs into the USB-C port on the back of the charging pad. I'm gonna plug that into my charge adapter, and we see the green light is on. Let me turn off my light. There we go. So now this is ready to charge our devices. So the first device I have to charge is a Nexus 7 tablet. So I'll set that right in the middle here. It just made a blip sound, and it says it's charging. So here it says it's charging wirelessly. So let me take that off. Okay, it stopped. I'll set that back on. I recognized it and it's charging wirelessly. So it might be hard to see here. This is where I've placed it on the device. I'm not perfectly centered. That's probably perfectly centered right there. But I was off just a little bit like that, and with it off like that, it says it's charging. So you do want to try and get it centered. Now, this is a tablet. This is going to be a little harder to center than a phone. With a phone, you can see where it's at on there. Okay, so here I have an iPhone SE. This is the 2nd gen version. So I'll set that on there, and we can see it's charging. It's kind of hard to focus in on that. Let's see if I can zoom in. So here you can see it's charging. I'll lift it up a little bit, and I'll set it back down. And here we have it's charging. Okay, and here's that light on the bottom, and I'll cover the ambient light sensor, and you can see that dims. Now I'll turn the light off. So here's that light. It's kind of hard to see how dim it is because the camera adjusts exposure, but it's quite a bit dimmer than when the light's on. So that's the INIU 15 watt Qi compatible wireless charger. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.